cars too. Anything's available to run an OSCA or GTR NZ.
So how many got in the field altogether?
I'm pretty sure there's 36 out there.
36.
So, unfortunately, a couple pulled out. Yeah, 36 is a pretty good number.
Okay, so we've got 5 red lights, 6 laps, race 1 for the OSCA Super Saloons. There's a lot of money and machinery out there on the track right now. You consider some of those top cars are worth $500,000. So all safely through around turn 1, going into turn 2. They'll all have their own little private battles. Glenn Smith out to a scorching start already, followed by Cameron Jones. Chris Henderson nicely into third. So that's 1, 2, 3. Rob Gimlett. Now the battle's going to start up between the other drivers back down through the field.
Definitely seen Jeff Washbourne pick off about 8 people going into the hairpin in the first corner, so he's on a mission.
See what sector times he'll do too as well. He's done a 27.6 for the first sector, Glenn Smith. Then Cameron Jones, everyone's safely through at the moment, so as president you'll be happy with the driving standards. Looks like everyone's staying on the tarmac. No one's gone over the Icon corner at this stage. Everyone's staying well and truly away from the old S's there, getting onto the grass. So down to the front straight. What's going to be his first time here? Glenn Smith. Straight on to 125.4, so that's OSCA type sort of country.
It's definitely OSCA country, yep.
A different chance for those tyres to warm up. Looks like one of them's got a bit of a smoky coming out the back.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of tyre rub from Jeff, so he might have a bit of an issue there.
Jeff Washbourne from Wollaston and the Aston Martin Vigilante.
Yep, home-built car, built that in his workshop. The Chevy V8 put in it. Looks like Rod Gimlett's going a bit slow there, so he's obviously having an issue.
The Supertourer, also ducking down the inside. Is that one of the Mazdas?
Yep, the old triple rotor of Michael Henderson. Doing a great job up there.
So still out in front is Glenn Smith, followed by Cameron Jones, so that's to be expected. And then Chris Henderson, he's nicely tucked away in that Toyota in third place. So there'll be a good battle between 4, 5, 6. Although the other guys are spread out a little bit. But that little rubbing issue seems to have gone away from Washbourne, Jeff Washbourne.
Yeah, I think with the qualifying a little bit mixed. They've just sort of got to find each other, and then there'll be some battles ensue, I'm sure. Down to a 21 already.
So there we go. We did the OSCA 1, lap 1, 125. Now he's down to 121. So that's down to that pace for the OSCA lap record here at Mike Pirro Motorsport Park. Even Cameron Jones is knocking on 123. Just seems to be running down the straight, doesn't it?
It does, yep. Yep. It's probably a bit of aero on the back of the car. It's pushing the bum down, so he might have to adjust that for the next race.
Beautiful sound of these magnificent cars roaring down the straight. 800 metres here at Mike Pirro Motorsport Park. Good chance for the boys to widen them up. And the spectators to hear the sound. Is that a Capri down there?
That is a Capri. Andy Lloyd. He started from the back. He didn't do qualifying. Decided to miss that with the wet. So he's coming through the field now.
Cameron Jones. It's an impressive looking kit, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. The Trans Am cars do look great.
So it's still Glenn Smith out in front of 121.65. So can he get that down to the 120 mark? Can he break the 120 barrier? 119. There we go. Yeah. 3 barriers already. Now we're on to similar pace for the Toyota Racing Series cars. Remember the lap record for the FT40 was around about 119, and it's a 117 for the FT50. So with Glenn Smith in that sort of mood, 117.062, 119.4. So he's going as quick as the old Toyota Racing Series cars, the single seaters. A bit more horsepower than those though.
Oh, definitely.
And a bit more boost. And a bit more adjustable boost. So we started off on OSCA pace at 125. We got down to lap record pace of 121. Now he's broken the 120 mark of 119. Won't officially stand as an OSCA lap record because he's A, he's from the North Island, so B, he's basically an illegal alien.
Exactly. We can't have that.
An untrusted source. Okay, we have a crash.
Daniel Curry looks like he's gone off, coming through Icon.
Looks like it's a Subaru.
He's just going to rejoin out the hairpin, but he's good to go.
Settled down now, 120.5, so still not as quick as lap.
Our front-running OSCA guys here in 4th and 5th, Gary Duncan and Jeff Washburn, they look like they're having a good battle now.
So a good battle between the South Island boys as well.
Gary's currently our points leader after his 2 rounds.
Car number 26, 130.4. Good battle down here with Rob Gimlett, also under pressure once again as they go down to the rock sweeper. Great scrap down the front straight. You can see the tyre rubs right there, same place, same lap, same time.
Yep.
Number 11, which is Jeff Washburn from Rolleston, and the Aston Martin Vigilante in the green machine. And right behind him, Gary Duncan from Temuka in the Mazda RX-7 battery. So a good regional battle.
Oh, definitely, definitely. We've got members from Christchurch, Ashburton, Timaru, and all over the South Island, so that's where the bulk of them come from, though.
Be interesting to see the difference in the handling as they go through around Fulton Hogan and the tight part of the infield here at West McLaren Motorsport Park, because you can see the big wide cars. Sort of like a Top Gear type sort of thing, isn't it?
Washburn's definitely got the upper hand on the straight line, but Gary Duncan's definitely handling well around the back of the track there.
Will he have the horsepower to make the move, though? Beautiful sound of that. What sort of motor's that thing got?
Chevy V8 in the Washburn entry.
So he should be on the last lap now for Glenn Smith. He's working his way through the infield where the back markers are. Lovely looking car there. Coming down the straight.
Yes,
Porsche.
the Porsche of Jonas Pedersen in 6th. And you've got a great little gaggle of RX-7s with various engines coming down the main straight now.
Nissan Skyline in there as well. .818. That's Jonas Patterson in that beautiful Mandeville Porsche. 997 GT3 Cup Cat.
I think that's right, yep.
Good little strap down here. Here comes checkered flag time. And Glenn Smith takes the checkered flag. Fastest time of 119.7, which he did on the 3rd lap. Gave it a couple of laps to warm up, and then bang, knocked that one out. Broke the 120 mark, which is great. There goes the lovely Ford Capri. Good scrap further down the field. Cameron Jones coming home in 2nd. Chris Henderson in the Toyota 3rd. So it's Porsche Prototype, Mazda, Toyota, Jeff Washburn. It'll be the first of the 2nd of the South Island boys. And the OSCA champs. Ahead of the series leader, Gary Duncan.
Looks like some last minute moves here with the old RX-7 battle.
So a good performance there by the OSCA Super Saloons. Taken out by Glenn Smith from Cameron Jones, Chris Henderson, Jeff Washburn, Gary Duncan, Jonas Patterson, Rob Gimlett, Michael Gallagher, Ben Coffin, Matt Edgar. And that wraps up the top 10. good, clean, fast racing.
Definitely battles all throughout the field, and yeah, those guys would have had a ball out there.
So the format for the next one, once again, is straight the fastest from the top?
No.
No, we go through into the handicap systems.
Yep, we've got a reverse grid race tomorrow morning where the slow guys will get to go off the front. They'll have a 10-second gap to the next group and then a further 10 seconds back to the fast group. So it gives a chance for the slow guys to have a jump at the front and get there some time for their sponsors.
So it's going to be interesting to see if Jeff, the handicapper,
Yep.
can help, if he can time up Glenn Smith's run from the back.
Yeah, probably not so much this race. The last handicap race will be the hardest one to get through the pack. I would expect Glenn to get through in the second race quite comfortably within a few laps. But yeah, it should be a good race, and usually can mix up the results a bit.